Imagine this. You're at home, alone for a quiet morning. You go to stand up from your favorite chair, and for just a second, your legs hesitate. You push a little harder with your hands. You feel your knees wobble. You catch your balance. But deep down, you feel it. That was harder than it used to be. Maybe you've started avoiding certain stairs. Maybe you instinctively reach for the wall or the table when you turn. Maybe stepping down off a curb makes you just a little nervous now. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know two things. You are not alone. This is not the end of your strength story. Loss of leg strength doesn't happen all at once. It fades slowly, day by day. But the beautiful truth is, strength can also be rebuilt slowly, day by day. And today, I'm going to walk you through 3 simple, safe, at-home exercises that help you stand up more easily, step with more confidence, move with better control and less fear. You won't need a gym. You won't need special equipment. You just need a bit of space, a sturdy chair or step, and a willingness to move for a few minutes. Whether you're in your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, or 80 seconds, your body is still capable of adapting and getting stronger. That's not optimism. That's physiology. So let's take this one gentle step at a time. And as we get started, let me know in the comments. Are you already doing any leg exercises regularly? Just type yes or not yet. There's no right or wrong answer, only a starting point. Exercise 1, lateral step-ups. Teach your hips to protect you when life moves sideways. We talk a lot about walking forward, but many falls don't happen when we walk in a straight line. They happen when we step sideways to avoid something, turn quickly in the kitchen, pivot to sit on the edge of the bed, misjudge a small step or curb. Sideways control, what we call lateral stability, is one of the first things to quietly fade with age. And one of the key muscles that protects you here is a deep hip muscle on the side of your pelvis called the gluteus medius. When that muscle gets weak, you might notice your hips feel loose or unsteady. Your knees cave in when you step. You feel wobbly when turning or stepping sideways. The good news is, we can wake that muscle up again with a surprisingly simple move, lateral step-ups. How to do it safely? You'll need a low, solid step about 4-6 inches, 10-15 centimeters high. The bottom stair, a low exercise step, or a sturdy wooden step works well. A wall, counter, or chair nearby for balance if needed. Step by step. Stand sideways to the step so that the step is next to one foot, not in front of you. The foot closest to the step will do most of the work. Stand tall, chest softly lifted, eyes looking ahead, not at your feet. Place the foot closest to the step, fully onto the step. Make sure the whole foot is on, not halfway dangling off. Press down through your heel on the step and gently lift your body up, bringing the other foot up to join it. Pause for a second at the top, standing tall. Feel your hip working to keep you steady. Slowly step back down with the same foot that came up second, then bring the leading foot down to the floor. Repeat this smooth, controlled up and down pattern. A gentle starting goal, 10-15 step-ups on one side. Rest 30-60 seconds. Switch to the other side. Aim for 2-3 rounds, as your energy allows. Form tips. Think slow and steady, not fast and bouncy. Keep your back upright, not leaning heavily to one side. Press through your heel, not your toes. This helps activate the right hip muscles. Use the wall or a counter lightly for balance if you need it. That's smart, not cheating. Easier option if stepping feels too hard. If stepping up is too much right now, start with a side leg raise. Stand next to a counter or chair, one hand resting for balance. Feet about hip width apart. Shift your weight gently onto one leg. Slowly lift the other leg out to the side a few inches. No need to go high. Keep your toes facing forward and your trunk upright. Hold for a second, then lower with control. Try 10-15 repetitions per side, 1-2 sets. You are still training the same side hip muscles that protect your knees and help you stay upright. Who should be extra cautious? Use extra care or ask your doctor, physical therapist, before doing step-ups if you have serious balance problems or frequent falls, have advanced Parkinson's disease, recently had hip surgery, or have severe hip arthritis, have significant dizziness from blood pressure medications or other causes. If that's you, have someone nearby the first few times, or start with the side leg raise until your body feels more confident. Rest and recovery. After each set, sit or stand somewhere comfortable. Take a few deep, unhurried breaths. Shake your legs gently to relax them. A light snack later, like a few slices of banana or apple, or a warm drink, can help your muscles recover. And remember, small sips of water throughout the day keep your joints and muscles happier, even if you don't feel very thirsty. Quick check-in and subscribe invitation. If you're still here and following along, I want to say this clearly. You're doing something powerful just by showing up. Most people wait until after a fall or a big scare to start strengthening their legs. You're choosing to work before that, and that choice matters. On this channel, True Senior Healthness, everything we share is designed especially for people over 50 and 60 who want to move with more confidence, stay independent longer, and age with strength, not fear. If that's your goal too, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and maybe share this video with a friend or family member who could use a little leg strength reminder. All right, ready for the second exercise? This next one is probably the most meaningful movement in your entire day. Exercise 2, sit to stand. Every time you rise, you practice independence. Standing up from a chair might seem so simple that it hardly feels like exercise. But think about this: getting off the toilet, rising from bed, standing up from the dining table, getting out of the car or off the couch. All of these are sit-to-stand moments. When that movement becomes hard, painful, or unreliable, it affects everything: your confidence, your routines, even where you feel safe going. The beautiful part? You already do this movement many times a day. We're just going to turn it into a gentle strength exercise. What this exercise strengthens: quadriceps, front thighs, help you straighten the knees and rise. Glutes, butt muscles, support your hips, spine, and posture. Hamstrings, back of thighs, help control your descent. Core, belly, and lower back, keep you stable as you move. This isn't about working out. It's about rehearsing the exact skill that keeps you independent. How to do it step by step. You'll need a stable, sturdy chair. No wheels, not too soft or low if you're just starting. Sit near the front edge of the chair, feet flat on the floor. Place your feet about shoulder width apart with your knees bent. Your heels should be roughly under your knees or slightly behind. Gently tighten your belly, just a light brace, like you're preparing to cough. Lean your chest forward a little from the hips, not hunching the neck. Press your feet firmly into the ground, especially through the heels, and stand up slowly. Once you're fully standing, pause for 1-2 seconds. Feel your weight settle through both feet. Then slowly bend your knees and lower yourself back down, controlling the movement instead of dropping into the chair. That's 1 repetition. Starting goal: 8-10 repetitions in a row. Rest for about a minute. Repeat for 2-3 sets if your body feels okay. Helpful tips: try not to use your hands to push off your thighs or the chair if you can avoid it. But if you absolutely need them for safety, use them lightly and gradually reduce over time. Look forward, not down at your feet. That helps keep your spine aligned. Keep your knees in line with your toes, not collapsing inward. Remember, slow and controlled is better than fast and shaky. Every smooth stand is a signal to your body: we still know how to do this. Why this exercise matters so much. Sit to stand directly supports using the toilet safely, helps prevent falls when you stand up quickly, keeps circulation and joint mobility in your hips and knees, rebuilds strength where you use it most in daily life. Doctors and therapists actually use timed sit-to-stands as one of the key tests of leg strength and fall risk in older adults. By practicing this regularly, you're not just exercising. You're training your body to stay in the independent zone as long as possible. When to modify or be cautious, take extra care, or speak with your healthcare provider before doing full sit-to-stands if you feel dizzy or lightheaded when you stand, have had recent hip, knee, or back surgery, have advanced arthritis, Parkinson's, or severe joint pain. Gentle modifications: use a slightly higher chair, or put a folded towel or cushion on the seat to raise it. Place a walker, sturdy table, or countertop in front of you for light support. Start with half rises. Lean forward, lift your hips just a few inches, hold, and sit back down. Your goal is not to impress anyone. It's to move safely and steadily, so your body learns to trust itself again. Rest and recovery. Between sets, take a minute or 2 to rest. Breathe slowly, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Gently straighten and bend your knees while sitting to keep blood flowing. Later, something simple like a few slices of banana or pear, some yogurt or a boiled egg if it's close to a mealtime, a glass of warm water with a pinch of salt and honey, can support muscle recovery and energy, especially if you don't always feel like eating big meals. Exercise 3. Step downs with eccentric control. Not just going down in control. Now we come to a movement that's often overlooked, but incredibly important: stepping down. Many falls happen at the bottom of a staircase, when stepping down from a curb, when lowering yourself off a small step or platform. Going up a step uses strength. Going down a step safely uses something slightly different: eccentric control. That's just a fancy way of saying your muscles are lengthening while working, acting like brakes instead of engines. When those brakes are weak, your body drops instead of lowers, feels jolty instead of smooth, panics instead of staying calm. This exercise trains your legs, especially your thighs, to act like good brakes when you go down. What you'll need: a low solid step about 4-6 inches high, a rail, countertop, or sturdy chair within reach for balance. How to do it: stand on top of the step, both feet near the edge but fully supported. Stand tall, chest relaxed but lifted, eyes forward. Shift your weight gently onto one leg. That leg will stay on the step. With the other leg, slowly reach your foot down toward the floor, as if you're stepping off the step. Allow that foot to lightly touch the ground, but focus on the leg that stayed on the step. That's the one doing the braking. Press through the leg on the step to bring the down foot back up to meet it. Repeat this slow, controlled step down and return on the same side. Starting goal: 10-15 repetitions per leg. Rest between sides. Aim for 2-3 sets, as energy allows. Key form pointers: keep your torso tall. Avoid bending forward too much. Track your knee so it points in line with your second toe, not collapsing inward. Move slowly. This exercise is all about control, not speed. Use a nearby support railing, counter, as much as you need to feel safe. If it feels too intense, use a lower step, even 2-3 inches. Do fewer repetitions and build up over time. You can even start by just tapping the heel toward the ground instead of fully transferring weight. Who should avoid or modify this? Be cautious or consult with a professional first if you have severe knee osteoarthritis or intense knee pain with stairs, had recent knee or hip surgery, have high fracture risk from osteoporosis and a history of falls, recently had a significant fall and feel very fearful on steps. Safer modifications include practicing a similar mini step down on flat ground, just lightly shifting weight from one foot to the other, using a very low step with 2 hands on a support, limiting the lowering distance to what feels fully controlled. Rest and recovery. After sets of step downs, sit or lean gently against a stable surface. Roll your ankles, flex and point your feet. Straighten and gently stretch your thighs. Support recovery with something like a few slices of apple or orange, warm lemon water with a pinch of salt, a bit of yogurt, or a simple protein snack if it's close to a meal. Again, nothing extreme, just small signals to your body that you're supporting it from the inside out as well as the outside. Bringing it all together. Your legs, your freedom. You don't have to run, jump, or lift heavy weights to feel strong. You don't need a gym membership, a trainer, or a perfect routine. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from simple movements, done consistently, intentionally, and with respect for the body you have today. The 3 exercises we covered: lateral step-ups or side leg raises, sit to stand, step downs with control, aren't just leg workouts. They are balance training disguised as daily movement, fall prevention disguised as simple practice, confidence building disguised as gentle exercise. Every time you step sideways with control, stand up from a chair without panic, lower yourself off a step smoothly, you're telling your body, we still know how to handle this. We're still capable. We're still here. You don't need perfection. You just need presence. Even 10 minutes a day, 1 round of each exercise can, over time, help you walk more steadily, feel safer on stairs, move from sitting to standing with less effort, and most importantly, stay in charge of your own life a little longer. So here's your gentle invitation. Choose one of these exercises to start with today. Just one. Do a small amount, maybe 8-10 repetitions, then come back and tell me in the comments, I started with today. Your comment might be the encouragement someone else needs to begin. And if this video helped you, please tap like, subscribe to True Senior Healthness, and share this with someone you care about, a parent, a sibling, a neighbor who deserves to feel safer and stronger when they move. Your legs carry you through life. By taking care of them now, You're not just training muscles, you're protecting your freedom. One step, one stand, one small practice at a time. You're doing more than you think, and you're not doing it alone.